Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hey, set. 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check. Fresno. General West. Ball 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. 72.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. That'll be caught by Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check it. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Hey, zoom. Push him back. Mike, check. 59.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready? 8, read. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st down, it's Norman. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Norman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Come on, boy. You got me ready. Don't be scared.
2nd and 11. And this one's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They can't hang with us. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Hey, high 7.
Cut. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. 61, matchbox, lights.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Wait, pretty good.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
Watch out. Check, Mike. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day.
Check it. Reload.
From the 39, Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Mike's 5'9".
Go Bandit.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ron Thornhill on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Motion!
Brady gives this to White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
On first down, it's Norman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Norman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. Norman. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness. Against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Bravo!
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, check.
Here's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Mike, check, 59. You don't want none. Get in, pick up the ball. Alert!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
I'm coming. Say. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit, try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike's about 9.
Hey, Rip. Hey, Haywood. Ozzy.
Throwing now is Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Matt Lacoste. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Sets up 4th down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still... find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And fights through one man. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
And the blitz does come. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down, 49.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stidham going up top. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Back now in Foxborough. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Then he'll give it here to his running back. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and long.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Stidham. There he goes inside the 30. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Don't get nervous.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here's Stidham, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stidham. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Come on, let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Stidham. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Throwing now is Stidham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Trevor Davis. It's now 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Stidham with one final shot. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying.